So here I'm just making some pockets. I'm gonna like use some of my scraps and use up anything that I can recycle to put in the journal. So this is some Amazon packaging, and I'm making like I think I made a corner tuck, I can't remember now. Now this video is going to be about, what, 15 minutes long, right? But in real life, it was about 3 hours. So yeah, I'm measuring that. I need to trim a little bit off around the edges because it's too big. And I left it doubled because obviously I want it to be, you know, a little bit thicker. And that fits perfectly. And I'm using just scrap pieces, bits that are left over from other projects, and I'm just going to glue that together. I could have had it like a Rita Donnelly flip, but I haven't done that in ages actually. But I just wanted a corner tuck because I'm going to add an embellishment that wouldn't allow you to open the flap. So just inking up around the edge and getting my fine tip marker and going around doing like a straight full stitch just for effect. And I am going to, yeah, I couldn't find the Tim Holtz blending tool, and then found it because I've made such a mess today. So that was looking a little bit too white and bright for my liking, especially after adding the brown packaging. So I just kind of went over it. So this is one of the circles that I had again from a previous project, and that was using my collage bumper kit, butterflies from ARTYmaze. Then here again I'm just doing the inking, ink, and then I obviously used that again, so I think I made like a rectangle type pocket here, and I'm just measuring that and making sure that I'm cutting it straight. I don't want a wonky pocket. Just marking it there, and then I'm going to fold that, and then I'm going to trim it, gluing along the edges and smooshing that, just making sure the glue got to like the edges, inking it up. And the ink that I'm using is Tim Holtz Distress Oxide in Vintage Photo. Again doing the dash stitching with my pen, and I think this is from one of my kits. It might be Elements, I'm not sure, because like I said, it's just in my big tub of never-ending scraps. I don't think we'll ever not have any scraps, will we? As soon as you get down a little bit, you just end up, you know, it doubles overnight, doubles in size. So I'm just gluing that on. The glue that I have in that bottle is tacky glue. It's just, I like it in the little bottle. Sometimes it's just easier when you don't want loads to ooze out the bigger bottle. And then here I'm just using some labels from the old design shop. I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do in that pocket. I can't remember whether I went back to that or not. So here again, just inking that up because it was a bit too white. Found another scrap piece, had to trim that down a little bit. I think this is a scrap piece from one of ARTYmaze's kits. Just inked up around the edge, and then I just glued it onto the brown paper packaging, which again, because I keep ordering stuff from Amazon, not just me but other people in the house use Amazon, I've got a never ending supply of that as well. So I'm just kind of straightening that up, and I'm going to glue that down. I was just looking in my box of scraps and I pulled that ticket out because I used that later on in the journal. So that's a butterfly. I think that's from Tag Fabrication. No, I think it's from, yeah, it might be Tag Fabrication, yeah. And I think that's some scrap pieces from possibly one of ARTYmaze's kits. Like I said, I probably don't remember everything because there is little bits that I've pulled out from eons ago. So at this precise moment I couldn't see what I was doing in that tab because the recording button is, like the recording little screen was right over the top of it. So I must have been looking for something in there. So that's some more of, I used quite a lot of the labels, the vintage labels from the old design shop, because I have tons of them. I printed loads of them out. I am on the design team for the old design shop as well. So I've always linked them in the description box below. So again, inking that up just to dull the white down just a little bit. And then here I am using again one of my circles that I've used, my collage bumper kit, to decorate that. Because what I did was I cut the circles, I cut some like card circles out, then cut the circles out from the paper, added them on top. So I popped a butterfly on there as you've seen, and then here I've got the ticket. That's from ARTYmaze's kit. So I'm gonna go all mushroomy here. I haven't used a mushroom in ages. So I had to stop because I had a little coughing fit then. So I've popped on the ticket. I'm using a scrap piece of vintage music paper, inking up around the edges. Then I'm just going to glue that down. Then I have a ticket from one of ARTYmaze's kits. So I've popped that on there. Then the mushroom and a little vintage label from the old design shop. So I kind of want the mushroom to stand over the top of it all, so that was easy peasy. On to the next page, again just inking that up just to break up the white. This is from, I think that's from my kit Element as well. I thought I haven't used it, so I'm using it in here. Then I'm rummaging around looking for a word, and I didn't want that one. I think it said constant. Then I found reflections. And again, these words are, I think they are possibly from one of the spring kits from ARTYmaze, or maybe a freebie, I'm not 100%. And then here is a little label, that's from one of the cluster kits. Right, so then I went back to the beginning and I pulled out some of these large clear stickers from Tapology. I will link them below in the description box. And if I forget, remind me. I can always just add it and pin it to in the comment section. So I fiddled here for quite a while trying to get the stickers off, and then I think I stopped the camera, went off camera, and managed to do it. It was a little bit. I've got no nails, so I've just placed that on there and trimmed off the excess there, and I stuck that back onto the one of the well, obviously the clear bit that it come off of, because it may come in handy for something else. So then I went on to another one, and then thought, shall we add more? I think I possibly only added one more, yeah, right at the back, because I thought, oh, don't get carried away. And then we had that there. I was being careful because that page is a flip on the other side, and I didn't want to cut that, so I saved that leaf again, because that would be good in some collage work, or once I've done some collage work, which is the next thing that I'm going to do to make some tags for this journal. So now I'm going to decorate some bits in the journal, and these two little toppers are a freebie over on my Ko-Fi shop. They are bigger than that, but I printed like 2 lots to a page, so I got them a little bit smaller. They come in a JPEG, and I topped that onto that tag, which is from ARTYmaze, and it is from the Builder Cluster tag kit. And then I've just put that on there like so. And I've got another flip page. I'm using the other one. So this is some scrap piece left over from my collage bumper kit. So I thought I'd use a little bit of that. So I'm just cutting that to size. So I've trimmed that down, and well, to the width, and now I'm just trimming off to the length. Don't know the measurement because I just eyeball it all. So I've inked up around the edges and just gluing that into place. Well, putting the glue on first, then I shall glue it into place. And that's the smaller versions, because there is one, is it that one where there's 4 to a page? I can't remember. Yeah, the larger ones actually have got a black trim around them, but I trimmed that off because I just thought it'd be good if you was layering it up, but obviously you've got the option to trim them off, so you don't have to keep the black border around the edge. So here I am just putting on another vintage label from the old design shop, and that label is from the brown label that I'm adding on now is from ARTYmaze. Do think that is, oh, it's not brown, it's red. I do think that is a freebie. Then I'm just going through the journal again, just adding more of the little vintage labels and blank labels, trying to use up the scraps. I've literally got so much scraps, it's unbelievable. Then I pop on another little label. These just add some great interest onto any page, any tag, any journal card. Another little label. All about the labels. Then we've put on here an oval label. Again, that is a freebie from ARTYmaze. I don't know if that's, I think it was originally on her Facebook group, ARTYmaze and Friends. Then I think she put it onto her website. I think everything's been transferred now over to her Ko-Fi shop. She was very busy adding all them a while back. I'm not sure if they're still on the Facebook group or not. More labels. So once I've done with this video, or this part of making the journal, I'm going to do a couple of collage sheets and make some tags out of them, I think, and put them in the journal. Another oval here. And another label. I won't show absolutely everything I'm doing in this journal, but I just thought I would show a majority of what I do, or what I am doing in this one. So I think that's pretty much all that I've done here. Then I decide add a little bit of lace, because you can't go wrong with a little bit of lace. I've just actually ordered some little dainty lace. It's just like a big bag of mixed lace from Etsy. I can't remember the name of the seller. So I'll just add in that. I may add some more afterwards, but I just thought I'll add a few little bits now. So there we go.